You're a miracle. Written and read by Brother Jerry Valenti. Definition of miracle: an event that is contrary to the established laws of nature and attributed to a supernatural cause, such as God. An amazing or wonderful event. A person or thing that is a marvelous example of something. One day, Jesus is speaking with his disciples, and he wants to get an idea of whether the people in the community have any idea who he is. So he asks his disciples, "Whom do men say that I am?" The disciples have heard a few things, so they respond that most of the people seem to think that Jesus is an old-time prophet returned from the dead, such as Elijah, Jeremiah, or John the Baptist. It's kind of disappointing to hear. Obviously, those people don't know who Jesus is. So Jesus asks the disciples if they know who he really is. "But whom say ye that I am?" Simon Peter is quick to answer, "Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God." This is of course the right answer. But how does Jesus respond to Peter? Does he say, "Good for you, you figured it out"? No, Jesus responds in this way, "Blessed art thou, Simon Barjona, for flesh and blood hath not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven." Matthew 16:17. Jesus is telling Peter that he should feel blessed because he has received knowledge that didn't come from anybody on earth. The knowledge that Jesus is the Son of God can only come from the Father in heaven. So if Peter has this knowledge, then it means that some type of event has occurred that can only be attributed to God. And according to the definition above, what do we call such an event? A miracle. This wonderful event of God revealing to people that Jesus is his Son was not a one-time thing that only occurred with Peter and the other disciples of that time. God has repeated this same miracle with many, many people over the years since. In fact, Jesus goes on to tell Peter, whose nickname was the Rock, that this same miracle will be the rock upon which his church will be built. That's right, Jesus is saying that in order to be a member of his church, the Church of Jesus Christ, you need to know within yourself that he is the Son of God, the Savior and only path to salvation. So if you're a member of the church today, then you must possess this knowledge. And since this knowledge can only have come from God in heaven, you've been blessed with a miracle in your life. Or to put it another way, since you are an example of how God can reveal this critical information to people today, you're a miracle. This same logic can be extended to other facets of serving God. If the Lord has revealed any other information to you, such as the truth of the restoration and the Book of Mormon, you're a miracle. If the Lord has changed your life since you've known him, you're a miracle. If the Lord has used you in any way to further his work, you're a miracle. So if you're ever feeling bad about yourself, or if you're feeling especially insignificant, look in the mirror and tell yourself, "I'm a miracle." Remind yourself that God has performed the same miracle within you that he did with Peter and the other original disciples of Jesus. He has revealed to you that Jesus is the Son of God, and he has called you into the church of Jesus Christ. Remind yourself of all that God has done in your life that makes you an example of what God can do with a person. The conclusion should be obvious. You're a miracle. 1 Corinthians 12:28 reads, "God hath set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles." And you're one of the miracles.